name's Pam and I'm a volunteer for Age UK in County Durham. Today I'm going to show you how to make an Easter spring wreath with things that you largely have in your house already. First of all, I'm going to run through the things that you'll need to make the wreath. The first thing is some corrugated cardboard. I've used an old cardboard box. I'm going to show you what to do with that in a second. The second thing you need are some strips of cotton material, nothing too thick, otherwise it's harder to tie. I know most of the craft shops, well, all of the craft shops are closed at the moment, but places like the Range and Aldi do often sell in the middle aisles in Aldi these packs of, they call them fat squares or fat quarters of material. There's usually about a half a metre in each one. This particular bundle here costs £3.50. If you can't get any of this cotton from there, you could use an old duvet cover, a pillowcase, or even an old blouse. And what you need to do is cut them into strips. They don't have to be particularly neat, but they measure 7.5 inches long and about 2 inches wide. So before you start, you need to cut all of those things, all of the cotton into strips like that. When you've drawn your two lines, it's better if you cut between the two lines for the right measurement, so that you've got a decent amount of cardboard to tie your fabric around. So I'm just going to finish cutting that out and then we'll get a start tying the fabric on. It's quite easy to do. That's it. There, so that bit you can discard, and this is the bit that you have left to tie your fabric round. Now, I've got 4 different colours here. I've got 2 plain, which in this one, the majority of the fabric is the plain pieces. And then I've just used some pretty floral fabric just to use as an accent colour. You can use any colour you want. You can make it all the same colour, a couple of colours. I've tied the fabric strips on this wreath quite randomly, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can do all the same colour, a couple of colours, it's entirely up to you. So I'm going to show you now how to put them on. So the first thing we do, we take a strip of fabric and in the middle just do 1 twist, like so. It just helps it to grip onto the cardboard a little bit better. I hope you can see that. And then we just pass it underneath and tie the fabric in 1 knot. You'll be surprised how easily it grips. You don't really need to pull too tight. So if you have dexterity problems, don't worry about that. It will stay without using glue or anything. You can leave the edges of the fabric straight if you wish to. They still look nice and textured when it's all finished, but I prefer just to give them a little bit of a cut. So what I do is I fold the fabric in half, and from the folded edge, cut at an angle out to the open edge at the top. So as you can see, it comes out looking like a nice bow effect on the end. I do that after every tie because I would forget and maybe leave some not done. So that's the first one on. I'm going to use a green one now, and then you'll be able to see the contrast. And just tie it, twist it in the middle again and tie it in 1 knot. Pull quite firmly, but you don't really need to pull too tight at all, otherwise it might bend the cardboard. Just quickly cut that again. And what I'm going to do now is a few more strips so that you can get the general idea of how it builds up. Okay, so I've tied part of the wreath here with some of the fabric strips. I'm not going to do the whole lot because that might be a little bit boring for you to watch, but you'll be able to see what it looks like from the finished product here. And the eggs that I've used, as I said before, I glued the little craft pegs onto the back of the egg, let them dry for a while so they're nice and secure. So they just clip directly onto the fabric strips wherever you want to place them. I've only put 3 eggs on here and a couple of chickens. You can put as many as you want to on there. And then to hang it up, I've put a strip of ribbon in between the fabric strips. I'll show you quickly how to do that. It's just a very short strip. Find a space in between the fabric strips and tie a double knot at the back so that it's nice and secure. You can cut that little end off just to tidy it up a little bit, and then a few inches away you're going to do the same at the other side. Quick double knot and a quick tidy up at the end, and that's how it would hang. You could always, if you don't have any ribbon, you can literally just hang the wreath on a hook like that. Okay, so that's your Easter wreath complete. I hope you've enjoyed watching how to make it, and I hope that you have some fun making one for yourself or as a gift for someone. Thanks for watching and stay safe, everybody.